Up YouTube? This is Joe, the 50 something Dasher, with another DoorDash daily recap video. This is for Wednesday, December 13th. Um, I actually did double duty today. My W-2 called early in the dash and wanted to know if I could come in today. So I did just over 5 hours dashing and then came home, ate lunch, changed whatever into my W-2 get up here that you see. And then it was off to my W-2 for 7 hours. So full day today. But even though the dash was short, couple interesting stories. It was locked lobby central today. I mean, just, and I'll get into that here. And let's start it off with the very first order that I got. $5 McDonald's, get there, lock lobby. And that's not surprising at just after 6 o'clock in the morning. So not a huge surprise. And I'm usually cool with it, but this is just a $5 order. So if we were talking $8, $9, $10 plus, I then depending on the payout, I may wait longer for an order like this that I have to go through a drive-through, or whether it's inside or outside. But $5 or less, I tell you what, as soon as I can drop an order like that, I'm dropping it. Because $5, 5 miles, I mean, I should be able to drop this and get something else. So I wait in the drive-through line. It's a long line. So I sit there, my timer's running, the stopwatch. I get up to the first window, like right at 10 minutes on my stopwatch. And the I told the lady at the first window I was there for a DoorDash order, but she still seemed confused. She asked me what the dollar amount of the order was. I said I don't know the subtotal. I just know the last three, the pickup number. And she was fiddling around on the computer, and then finally just said, "Oh, well, we'll just go up to the next window. They'll take care of you." I'm like, okay. But anyway, while I was at that first window, I tried to drop, and it was too soon. Normally I wait 10 and a half minutes, and the message was not there right at 10 minutes that I could unassign penalty free. There would be a penalty. Okay, so I pull up to the second window, and the workers are kind of off to the side a little bit away from the window. I reach 10 and a half minutes, and I can go ahead and drop it now, penalty free. But the lady still, like, as I'm doing that, the lady comes up to the window, and I and said, "Are you here for the DoorDash order?" And I was like, "Well, yeah, I was, but I dropped the order, and another dasher will be here to get it." And then she walks away, and then I start pulling away, and then I hear the lady from behind me saying, "Sir, the order's right here, sir, sir." And I mean, I just told you. I don't know. I don't know why that's so hard to understand. I told her. I maybe I don't know if I could have rephrased it in a way they could understood. Like, I've been unassigned from the order, and another driver will be here to get it. Maybe that sounds better. I don't know. I don't know why she couldn't understand me, but that was just kind of a little bit irritating. So I pull over to a parking spot. I'm still at the McDonald's, and then right away I get or like a minute later, I get a much better order. This $18 10 mile Meyer, 12 items. So, yeah, absolutely. So, this is obviously much better than the $5. Even though it's going out east, it's still, first order of the day, I'll be at 18 bucks in just one order. So, I'm taking it. Now, eight of the items was the bananas. And this is kind of tricky sometimes. Produce is kind of tricky on these shopping orders, and also meat, like hamburger sometimes, and also chicken with the quantities, or sometimes they put it in a quantity, sometimes it's a weight. With this right here, what are we talking about here? Like when I first looked at this, I thought 8 bunches of bananas. Hey, I don't know. This order could be going to a school or something. They need a whole bunch of bananas. I don't know. So I thought I would try that first. I actually grabbed 8 bunches. I go over to the scale and I weigh like 2 or 3 bunches at a time, and I'm adding up the weights on my calculator. And I enter in the weight like 19, it was like 19 pounds plus, and the app wouldn't take that weight. So I couldn't get it to take it. So that's when I pretty well assumed that it was one bunch of 8 bananas. Um, and then when I entered that the weight for that, then it took it. And this I had to message the customer on this, the detergent. They didn't have the like just the regular one, but they had a the same thing only with a scent, like citrus scent or whatever. And I just had to make sure that was okay with the customer, and good to go on this order. Um, deliver that, no problems. Get to my next offer. I don't think there's any explanation needed on this. This was a decline. 525 Jolly Pirate, 11.7 miles decline. Uh, then after that, I went to go get gas, and I missed an order. Completely missed an order. This is rarely happened to me ever, but when I'm logged in, I go to a gas station. So I get out of the car and I swipe my credit cards and like put the nozzle in and start pumping the gas. Then I look at my phone, and like as my gas tank is filling up, like every several seconds, I look at my phone. I keep checking it while I'm pumping gas. But then, like as soon as I put the nozzle in and look back, I seen this t- uh, like an offer disappear off my screen that I missed. It must have cut like as soon as I like turned my head to get out of the car, that's when that offer must have came in, because it does not take me like 40 seconds to swipe a credit card and start pumping gas. So that was pretty crazy. Completely missed that. And the only way I knew it was Taco Bell was from the text message. So I have no idea what that was going to pay or anything. Uh, and then the next offer was this 725 hidden tip sheets, only 4.6 miles. So I took that, and that said to deliver to the, like it said North Visitation, and I'm like, what is this? It was the Franklin County Jail, and what's the other place? In one of my previous videos, I talked about a nursing home that always trips me up. I think I'm going to a residential, well, it is a residential area, and I think I'm going to just one of the other houses over there, and all of a sudden I pull up to this. this nursing home, and oh yeah, this is the nurse. I don't, you know, only the prison I have kind of like the address memorized. No other place I do really. But and then this jail, same thing. I'm driving along. This is mostly like an industrial area, like dump trucks galore and dust all in the air and like all kinds of, I don't know what all goes on in that area, but probably like rock quarries and all that kind of thing, whatever. And so that's what you think you're delivering to. And then all of a sudden I get close. Oh yeah, this is okay. North Visitation. Oh yeah, this is the jail. Okay, and it's an easy delivery. And then the pay screen on that. Um, $2 from DoorDash. Thank you very much, DoorDash. And I was surprised. So originally the offer was $7.25. This paid $11. $9 customer tip. So yeah, appreciate it very much. That was awesome. Next order. Look at this, $6 for not even 2 miles. All day, every day, 365. I'm taking that. Um, then, then we get to this. I took this because it's not even a mile. You're talking. Look where I'm at. I'm just a minute away from the Wendy's, and it's delivering across the street. So I'm taking this. So you see the time here, 8:26. So you might as well say 8:30. I pull into the Wendy's and I park and everything, and I go up to the door, and the gate's down over the counter to where the inside the lobby's closed. And I don't remember ever a time it being closed. I mean, we're talking 8:30 in the morning here. I expect it in that 6 to 8 p.m. range. A lot of times I'll drive around the front of the Wendy's for, oh, okay, the gate's down, and then I go through the drive-through. I didn't even think to do, because it's like 8:30. So there's no way it's going to be closed, but it was closed. Like, what the heck? So I go to the drive-through. There was no line. So I went right to the speaker, right to the window, immediately. And the guy hands me the food, and then what he says to me next was, I'm sorry, this was just, to me, so idiotic that I put his exact quote that he said to me into my phone, that I could repeat the exact quote word for word in this video because I couldn't believe it. The quote was, "We will have the front end open in just a moment. At that point, you'll have to come inside." And at that point, I just acknowledged it. I just acknowledged him. I said, okay, whatever. But what I wanted to say to the guy was, sir, would it be okay if I held you by the shoulders right now and shook you violently? Would there be any problem with that? Is that okay with you? Because you've got to be kidding me. Of of course I know that I'm supposed to go into the lobby first. And just about, I don't care how new of a DoorDash driver there is, or I mean, I'm sure there's some really bad DoorDash drivers out on the road, but the worst of the worst, even those dashers are even they are going to know that they're supposed to go inside a restaurant first before using a drive-through. I mean, what, and that I've been dashing for a year now. That this guy has worked at the Wendy's that whole time, and I don't know how many years he's worked. For all I know, he's been there like 30 years. I have no idea. But even if it was just a year, you don't know that. You don't know that the Dashers already know that. Or I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to shut up about it and move on to the next order because it's like irritate. I don't need to be irritated right now. But maybe the guy had something else on his mind, or let's give him the benefit of the doubt here. But I don't know. But let's move on. Let's move on. Just absurd and unbelievable to the extreme, in my opinion. Another one that needs no explanation. I come on with it. 525, 12 miles to downtown practically. Like. I mean. No, I mean, no way am I taking this unless it was the last day of the month and I had to take every single order. But I mean, decline. Again, this one, this one isn't too awfully terribly bad. 1225, 10 miles. I had to make two stops, but it's just one customer, and the Dollar General is four items. Um, I'm trying to think. So I went to the where am I at here? Okay, so I went here. This is kind of raunchy routing here, but I get maybe maybe they didn't want the Bob Evans to get cold, but I went to the Dollar General first, picked that up, and then drove clear over here. Or okay, so Dollar General drove clear over here to Bob Evans, and then back to the or I'm sorry, this is Dollar General, and then clear over here to Bob Evans, and then back over again to the customer. It's raunchy as can be, but whatever. The four items. Uh, two 6 ounce bottles of pop and two Pringles. Pretty easy. I didn't even know there was pizza Pringles. Had no idea. I'm not a, I when I was a kid I ate Pringles, but not so much as a adult. I don't know. I just it's kind of not much of a Pringles person. Um, Next, I got a really good one. $25. And look at this, only 12 miles. And it's kind of cut off here, but this is two different customers. And but I'm only shopping six total items. I go into the PetSmart. That's just a 10-pound bag of cat food. Boom, in and out. Then Target is not in the PetSmart shopping center, but you have to drive through the shopping center, cross the street, and it's in another shopping center. So it's really, really close. And I get to Target, and the five items, all in HBC. HBC at this Target is right in the front of the store, so I don't have to go like all throughout the store for this. So it's all right in front. So grab a cart, go to HBC. I probably didn't even need a shopping cart. This was all like I'm pushing around a big shopping cart, and all these five items were real little tiny things. You could barely even see them in the seat part of the grocery cart. The only one I had to ask for help was the loofah because I saw the Target brand ones, and this was the name brand that was actually like the Target brands was in the over by the medicines, the toothpaste, all that type of stuff. And then this was more over by like the makeup. So, and it had to be substituted. I had to get I wouldn't scan like, I thought I could scan any color. I scanned a pink one and it wouldn't scan. I was like, man, it has to be this color. And, but they didn't have that color. I substituted the pink. So next shot here is the pay for those two. So 10.25 from DoorDash. Two really good tips on this, $5.50 and $9.50. So great, appreciate it very much. That 1 minute 24 seconds, that was for the Target, or I'm sorry, the PetSmart, because the Target definitely took longer. And then next was I took this, and I was sitting at Meijer when I took this, waiting for an order, and 9.25, 7 miles. Going out to Darbydale, kind of sucks a little bit. It's probably going to be the trailer park, and it was. But I know how to drive over those speed bumps now. I haven't had any problems since I started, like there's like a gutter that it looks like that runs down the center of the road. So I have two of my tires in the gutter, and then the other two tires go over the speed bump. So I don't have any problems now. Then I got a stack $7 hidden tip for Chipotle. So basically, after I pick up my Meijer, I just got to go across the street at the Chipotle. The Chipotle customer is kind of like on the way to the Meijer. So hey, this is awesome. I think that only ended up being like one burrito. It's like a really small sack. So easy order to stack on there. I had a couple really bad offers today, but then as you see, I had several like really good orders though. So here's the Meijer list. Pretty easy. The coffee needed substituted, but I found the other two easy. I mean, and easy shop. Here's the hidden tip on the Chipotle. It was only 50 cents, but still, $5.50 customer tip. Appreciate it very much. I'm at $83 here, and that's where I stopped, I believe. One more shot here. This is the Meijer order, $6.25 from DoorDash, $3 customer tip. $9.25. And then I went ahead and stopped after those orders. So here's the summary screen. Like I said, I was logged in 5 hours, 12 minutes, active, less than 3.5, did 10 deliveries. 88 miles. So I was 4 miles better than goal today. So pretty good. Really decent day considering I logged off early to go to my W-2 and still was just $8, $7.75 away from goal. I think I started and finished the dash with 73% acceptance rate. But the big news from today was those 3 drops from not this past Friday, but the Friday before, the fiasco in downtown Columbus, Ohio. Those 3 drops fell off today. So great. And I estimated that I was like today I was going to have to do 15 orders for those draw. It ended up only being 10. like I said, they all three fell off. Now I'm at 99%. I only have the big lots from, what was that, Sunday. Um, that's all I have on there now. So huge weight off my shoulders. The pressure's off. You know, the next several dashes, I don't have to have that weighing on me that, that I don't like. It sucks to not have that wiggle room, where you're out there and it's just nice to know that you're at 99 and that comfort level. If I have to drop something, or I can. I hate that feeling when you're dashing and you feel like you're like at 96 or 95 and you can't drop anything. That sucks. But anyway, that is it for this dash. And I survived the locked lobbies today. But anyway, that's it for now. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel. If you haven't done so already, check out some of my other videos. And we will see you next time. Thanks again for watching.